The goal of the Idris was always to create a ship for people, and we want you to walk around the ship and see these people going about their lives.
Of all the guys on the Idris, we've got guys like Marines, engineers, off-duty characters, bridge crew, all the deck crew guys, even janitors.
Every character on the ship has their own name, their own rank, their own role on the ship, and that's spread among all of the different disciplines. So we have lots of bridge crew, engineers, gunners, deck crew, even janitors and medical personnel, and they're all spread out quite well considered, given wherever that role might be. And everybody is doing their role on the ship regardless of where you are. So you could be at the complete other end of the ship and they'll still be doing their thing.
And the way I've been approaching it is I would sort of role play it a little bit. So when I'm setting up, say, an engineer, I would think like, what's an engineer going to do today? Like, what's his job? Is he going to inspect all the ship parts, see if they're broken, if they are broken? What's he going to do then? Is he going to call up a repair guy, ask him to come and repair it? On a Monday, someone might be a Marine and going about their business as a Marine might do. So he might go to the shooting range, he might go to the Idris Bridge and stand guard, do all this sort of stuff. Then on a Tuesday, he might be off duty. So all that means is he'll go to the mess hall if he's hungry. He'll go and lay down if he's tired. He might go to the shooting range again if he's feeling like he wants to shoot some stuff. There's also things like arcade machines if he's feeling bored. We just give them options and then they go do it depending on what they want to do.
So the system is going to be very similar for the player and for the designer. All the things that you see happening in the Idris are real, are actual behavior running. So from our perspective, it's really interesting to create tools that allow you to create a lot of content that is not fake. For example, talking about repairing an instrument in the Idris. That process basically evolved during our development. So it started as a bit more like an engineer work that goes around, search for object repair, and then he just repairs them. But that felt a bit too much robotic. So with the designer, we looked at this and we were like, well, what it would be interesting is to try to have like a lead engineer that goes around, inspects objects, and then he calls repairing engineering work. So like you will see him going around, look at stuff. His NPC will come and he will repair, and maybe the lead engineer will be there to inspect that the work has been done correctly.
As you're roaming around a place like the Idris, as a player you might be interested in things like the engines underneath like the coolant or piping that carries power all across the ship. So anything that the player might be interested in, they can get information about it just by looking at it. In the same way that if you were looking at something in real life.
If you look at Idris documentation online right now, you'll see that the crew complement is supposed to be somewhere between 30 and 50. But as we were testing out the Idris and the crew and further, 30 and 50 people just wasn't enough. We were walking the passageways and it just felt too empty. We didn't feel like we were getting that sense of vibrance that we wanted in life. So we added more and more people until it felt right. And now the Idris is at about 81 people, including the player. And to put that into perspective, if you look at the live stream demo, we had 12 people just on the bridge, and that was without the captain or a co-helmsman in there. So you can see how it would quickly fill up everywhere else as well.
Eventually the build-up is going to be a real payoff that you guys haven't seen inside Star Citizen before. And when that Idris rolls out, you better be ready for it.